Okay, so let's look at this. This guy is suffering from interstitial lymphatic constipation. Adam, you're a good dude. You really got it, and you are. You hit it right on the head. Now, what I love about you guys is you're getting it. And when you get it, you're empowering yourself. Yeah, it's some work, no question about it. But you're empowering yourself with the knowledge that it takes to understand what's going on and what you have to do to back it up. We do have fruit sensitivities. We do have some of these things going on. I think even you mentioned about something about damaging. There's no damage with fruits. Very aggressive principles. This is why you'll see that difference between aggressive fruits and berries as opposed to vegetables, which are just, I call them the good old boys. But the fruits and berries, they're aggressive in their nutrition, they're powerful in their magnetics, and so, yeah, you tend to see more symptoms with those. You do in that way. But colitis, you hit it on the head, and this kidney failure you had was right there with, just telling you right there, wasn't it? You were having kidney and adrenal problems, and you did see what I said. High blood pressure is really low blood pressure, absolutely, and you've seen that, and you're seeing your kidney and adrenals. And I see this every time for well, it won't be 40 years because really in the earlier years, I didn't think of kidneys either. When I created my detox, I always threw the kidneys in because I thought, they're eliminative organs. You really need to have that in there. I didn't know to the extent until I just kept watching it and correlating with the camera and correlating and seeing what happens when kidneys fail and all the dialysis people and just all that information through the years. About 20 years ago or so is when it really clicked to me. Really what's going on here. And then since we've been focusing in that direction, then we've seen the acceleration of our ability to help people. So it's just been that sort of thing. Someone asked me about books and where do you read. There's none out there at this level. Not too many. You have to go back in some of the later 1800s, early 1900s. A lot of medical doctors wrote books on the myth of proteins, and you got to get into the fruitarian thinkers because you have books at every level. It's kind of like school. There's books for every level that you want to learn, and that's the way there is here. Books in every level. So hard to have books at this level, to be honest with you. Take a look around and see if you can find them. Real hard because most of the practitioners are actually stepping back in their awareness, not growing in their awareness. And I think we really need to grow in our awareness. And, I left as nature path, left this concept of deficiencies, I left that 35 years ago. So that's how I think behind the times we are. And sometimes I'm the last person to hang on to something. I mean, you wouldn't think it, but sometimes I hang on to things myself, and it's like, oh, let go of that. So you hit it right on the head, with that. You're right on there. This is where the bioformulas come in. This is where slippery elm, marshmallow, I'll tell you the Heal All capsules will be less aggressive than the lymphatic one capsules. A lot of healers, comfrey. Then you got the slippery elm and marshmallow, very healing to that bowel wall on the wall. But we know the problem. Just like you said, you got it down, my friend. In the wall is the problem. That means you got to get these kidneys filtering. They're up, but you've got to get them filtering, and my feeling is, of course, is the adrenal glands control that. Is there a pituitary influence on that? Possibly. That is something, again, if you're considering you're having a lot of problems in the head area or in the transverse colon, then you could always assume the pituitary is involved. It would never hurt to work on that anyway. So that's the neat thing about this, is that you can work on all these different tissues and it doesn't hurt because you're dealing in health and you're restoring health to cells. That's the beauty of it. A little more attention to one area, okay. You can do it with the glandulars or you can do it with herbs, what we know of. So you can play with that and it doesn't hurt. There's no killing you, there's no damaging you. That's the beauty of it. Can't do that with pharmaceuticals. They're way, way, way down the path. Yeah, your kidneys. You had chronic acne on the chest and back. I mean, right there. Well, but you said was this you that kidney failure? No, it must have been another one. But yeah, you were definitely kidneys, kidneys, kidneys. I know another one here. Yeah, kidney failure. I'll go into that one. Sorry. Sometimes these run together a little bit. If fruit's too aggressive, I'd stay away probably from the acid fruits and stay with the subacid and the sweet fruits like the bananas and the figs and the dates. And if that doesn't bother you, you know, and to stay light in that way. Yeah, if it's real bad, you got to use aloe vera juice. I mean, good stuff, or get fresh aloe vera. You've got to use the heal all teas, capsules. You might even have to steam your vegetables a little bit and kind of move more slower at the same time, getting on those kidneys with the herbs. That's the beauty of the herbs too. While you're not doing so well on the diet because of the high inflammation or high acidosis, the herbs can come in and work for you. What a beautiful thing, don't you think? So really work on those adrenals and kidneys. That'll give you more steroids too to help. And so then your body won't be pulling calcium out of your structure of your colon or using cholesterol. You're very underweight. So what does that tell you? And just what you said here, you're getting it good at them. Interstitial lymphatic constipation, you're malabsorbed. So you've got to move on those kidneys and those adrenals, and at the same time keep working on that GI tract. Again, this could be a case where you have high sulfur. Get in a mirror, a real strong mirror, get a flashlight, see if you have orange around the pupil. If you have hazel eyes, you got chronic bowels. And it's just going to take you a while to unwind this, you know. But you can use all these anti-inflammatory foods and herbs to help you in that process of getting well. So it's a good thing there.